Many CELPIP students make the same mistake with writing task 2. They state their opinion and give a few basic points, but their writing lacks the depth and variety that the CELPIP examiners look for. The truth is, CLB 9, 10, and 12 students use a completely different approach. They combine advanced vocabulary with complex grammar. They structure their response effectively, and they elaborate on each reason with specific examples that make their argument convincing. In short, they do exactly what the CELPIP examiners want to see. This is the approach candidates use inside our CELPIP packages. When they focus on strategic preparation rather than simply studying harder, their scores can transform dramatically. In this video, you'll get 9 powerful tips to improve your CLB level in CELPIP Writing Task 2. If you're ready to study smarter, keep watching. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to prepare for the survey response task in CELPIP Writing. Tip number 1 is to understand exactly what the survey response task tests. This task assesses your ability to express and support your opinion on a topic in a clear, organized way. You'll read a survey question that presents 2 options, and you need to choose one option and explain why you prefer it. For example, you might respond to a survey about workplace arrangements, community decisions, or team activities. You have about 26 minutes to read the survey question and write your response. Your response should be between 150 and 200 words. Understanding what the CELPIP examiners look for helps you focus your writing on what matters most. This focused approach is an effective way to boost your CLB level. The CELPIP examiners score your response based on 4 criteria: content and coherence, vocabulary, readability, and task fulfillment. A CLB 10+ response demonstrates excellent writing skills with advanced language use and well-developed reasoning. A CLB 9 response shows strong writing with clear organization and only minor errors. A CLB 7 response communicates your opinion effectively, but may have some noticeable problems with development or language use. To achieve a high CLB level, you need to state your opinion clearly and support it with specific reasons and examples. Additionally, you must organize your ideas logically and use a variety of sentence structures. You also need to demonstrate a wide range of vocabulary and avoid errors that interfere with understanding. Tip number 2 is crucial. State your opinion clearly in your introduction, so the examiner knows your position immediately. Your opening sentence should tell the reader which option you prefer without any confusion. This clarity is essential for scoring high in task fulfillment because it shows you understand the purpose of a survey response. Let's compare 2 examples. There are 2 options in this survey. Both have advantages. I will explain my thoughts. Now, check this out. Having weighed both options, I firmly support flexible working hours rather than adhering to a fixed 9-to-5 schedule. I feel this way because flexible hours allow me to work during my most productive times and better manage my personal responsibilities alongside my professional commitments. As you can see, the second example immediately tells the reader which option the writer prefers and even hints at the reasons why. It's direct, confident, and clear. That's why it's extremely important to state your position right at the beginning. Another effective way to boost your score is by using different ways to start your sentences. Don't always write "I think." Instead, use phrases like these. In my opinion, the better choice would be, after careful consideration, I believe that. To ensure you use a variety of advanced sentence starters throughout your response, use templates. Templates provide you with sentence starters that work for every survey question in CELPIP Writing Task 2. They include powerful opening statements and transition phrases, so you can show the CELPIP examiners that your English is advanced. This can really boost your score. Let me show you some powerful sentence starters you can use in your survey response. When introducing your first reason, you can use this one. The primary reason for my choice is that. When concluding your response, you can use these. For these reasons, I am convinced that. Considering these factors, I believe that. These sentence starters work beautifully because they demonstrate that you know how to use a variety of sentence structures. When you use structures like considering these factors, you're showing the CELPIP examiners that you can use advanced grammar naturally. The best thing about templates is that you don't have to think about how to start your sentences. You can simply start writing. You use the sentence starter and then you complete the sentence with your ideas for that particular survey question. If you want to write confidently like high-scoring candidates, check out our CELPIP packages. You'll find all the templates and strategies you need to write high-scoring responses. The link is just below this video. Next, support your opinion with specific reasons and examples that clearly explain why you prefer your chosen option. Simply stating your preference isn't enough for a high score. You need to develop your reasoning with relevant details that make your argument convincing. Let's say the survey asks whether you prefer working from home or working in an office. If you choose working from home, you need to explain why with concrete support. Don't write, I prefer working from home because it's better, it saves time and I like it. Instead, provide concrete reasons and examples like this. I prefer working from home primarily because it eliminates my 2-hour daily commute, which means I can dedicate that time to productive work or personal activities. For example, last month I used that extra time to complete a professional certification course that I'd been putting off for years. Additionally, working from home allows me to create an ideal work environment tailored to my needs, whether that means adjusting the temperature, playing background music, or taking short breaks to recharge. This fuller development demonstrates that you can build a persuasive argument and support your opinion thoroughly. This is what high-scoring responses do. The specific example about the certification course makes your reasoning more credible and relatable. Tip number 5 is essential for scoring high. You must organize your response with clear paragraphs that make your reasoning easy to follow. This means structuring your writing so the CELPIP examiner can clearly see your introduction, supporting reasons, and conclusion. Your survey response should have 3 distinct parts. Start with an introduction that states your opinion clearly. Then write body paragraphs that present your supporting reasons with development. Finally, include a brief conclusion that reinforces your choice. In your introduction, state which option you prefer and why in just 2 or 3 sentences. This sets up your entire response. In your body section, present 2 or 3 well-developed reasons for your choice. Each reason should be explained with details, examples, or elaboration that makes your point convincing. Separate your reasons into 2 or 3 paragraphs. For your conclusion, briefly summarize why your choice makes sense. This doesn't need to be long, just 1 or 2 sentences that bring your argument together and restate your position confidently. This clear organization makes your response easy to follow. It also demonstrates that you understand how to structure persuasive writing effectively, which can boost your score. By the way, if you want this channel to keep going, write yes in the comments. Click like and subscribe. We only make videos that you actually want to watch. Tip number 6 is crucial. Use transition words to connect your ideas smoothly and show the relationships between your points. Effective transition words help your response flow logically from your introduction through your supporting reasons to your conclusion. They signal to the examiner that you can organize complex ideas coherently. Additionally, they demonstrate that you have a wide range of vocabulary. For introducing your first reason, you can use words like firstly, to begin with, or primarily. For adding additional reasons, try moreover, furthermore, or additionally. And for showing contrast between the two options, use however, on the other hand, or in contrast. Let's compare two examples. I prefer public transportation. It's cheaper. It's better for the environment. You can relax during your commute. Now, check this out. I prefer public transportation for several compelling reasons. Firstly, it's significantly more economical than owning and maintaining a personal vehicle. Additionally, public transport reduces carbon emissions, which is increasingly important as we face environmental challenges. Furthermore, commuting by bus or train allows me to relax, read or catch up on work, rather than dealing with the stress of driving in traffic. As you can see, the second example uses transitions like firstly, additionally, and furthermore. It flows much better and shows clear relationships between ideas. That's why it's extremely important to use transition words throughout your survey response. Tip number 7 is to show a variety of sentence structures in your response. This is essential for achieving a high CLB level. You need to demonstrate that you can use different sentence types accurately, not just basic sentences one after another. High-scoring responses mix sentence types effectively. This includes complex sentences with dependent clauses, conditional forms, and relative clauses. Let's compare two examples. Here is an example that uses simple structures only. I support building a new park. It's good for families. Kids need a place to play. The community will benefit. Now, check out this version. I support building a new community park because it would provide a safe, accessible space where families can gather and children can engage in outdoor activities. When neighborhoods have well-maintained parks, I've noticed that residents become more connected and community bonds grow stronger. This investment, which would benefit our area for generations to come, creates opportunities for social interaction and physical activity in ways that other municipal projects simply don't achieve. The second version uses a complex sentence with a reason clause because it would provide a safe, accessible space where families can gather and children can engage in outdoor activities. It also uses a dependent clause starting with when. When neighborhoods have well-maintained parks, I've noticed that residents become more connected and community bonds grow stronger. Additionally, you can see a relative clause, which would benefit our area for generations to come. This variety demonstrates advanced language use that examiners look for in high-scoring responses. The key is using these structures naturally where they fit. Don't force them in awkwardly. When you have an opportunity to show your grammatical range, take it. This is what separates CLB 7 responses from CLB 10 responses. Tip number 8 is to demonstrate advanced vocabulary through precise word choice. You need to show a broad range of vocabulary throughout your survey response. Don't use basic words repeatedly. Instead, vary your vocabulary with more advanced alternatives that express your meaning precisely. For example, don't write important multiple times. Instead, use words like crucial, essential, or vital. Further, replace simple phrases with more sophisticated language that sounds natural. Don't simply write, "I think this is better." Instead, write, "I believe this option is superior because," or "this approach proves more effective in." Additionally, use expressions that demonstrate your vocabulary range. For example, instead of "more and more people," write "an increasing number of people." Let's look at an example. Here is a basic sentence. Team building activities are very good and help people work together better. Now, take a look at this more advanced version. Team building activities create stronger connections among colleagues and improve the way people communicate and collaborate on daily tasks. As you can see, the first version uses overused words like very good and help. By contrast, the second version uses more precise vocabulary such as create, stronger connections, and collaborate. It shows more advanced language, which demonstrates the vocabulary range that examiners look for in high-scoring responses. However, here is a warning. Be careful to use vocabulary you're confident about. It's better to use simpler words correctly than to misuse advanced vocabulary. The goal is demonstrating precise word choice that communicates your meaning clearly and effectively. My final tip is to proofread your survey response before submitting. This step is often overlooked, but it's crucial for maximizing your score. After you finish writing your response, proofread it carefully. Make sure you've clearly stated your opinion and provided sufficient support for your choice. Additionally, check your writing for errors. Look especially for mistakes you tend to make frequently. Even small errors can impact your score if they interfere with understanding. Therefore, your grammar needs to be as accurate as possible. Check for subject-verb agreement. Ensure that your verb tenses are consistent and correct, and verify that your sentences are complete. Additionally, your spelling should be accurate, and you should use appropriate punctuation throughout. These aspects of writing matter because they affect how clearly your message communicates. Also check that you've maintained a clear organizational structure with an introduction, supporting reasons, and a conclusion. Make sure your paragraphs are logically arranged and that you've used transition words effectively. Finally, verify that your response is within the word count range of 150 to 200 words. Being significantly under or over this range can negatively affect your task fulfillment score. Taking time for proofreading can make a significant difference in your final CLB level. That's it. Those are 9 essential tips for writing a high-scoring survey response in CELPIP Writing Task 2. If you're serious about achieving the CELPIP score you need, check out our CELPIP packages using the link below. We'll guide you step by step on how to score high, so you'll feel confident on test day. I hope you liked this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon so you're notified when the next video comes out. Also, share this video with your friends so they can improve their CELPIP score too. See you in the next video!